She just want to endorse Kamala. She must be voting for Trump. She has to be voting for Trump because she says Kamala is not right all the time. Get our pitchforks ready and start bullying her online because she doesn't want to talk to her. Okay, what's going on? What is going on? What is going on? Hey, what is going on? Okay, what's going on with Chappell Roan? We got to talk about it. What is going on with Chappell Roan? What's going on with Chappell Roan? Let's talk about Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan. Chappell Roan. I have my retainer in, so if I talk weird, that's the reason why. So a few months ago, I think I saw this clip of Chappell Roan saying that if she ever got too famous, where the point where her family was getting in danger and her safety was in danger, that she would quit being famous.
This is the time when I was, like a few years ago, that I said if stalker vibes, like family was in danger, is when I would quit. And like we're
Me
there.
too, same.
We're
Because she didn't want to get too famous to the point where she became an icon. And not an icon in the sense like people are praising you for being an icon. The icon in the sense that it's like you're an icon where you're viewed as above human, as a celebrity. Like there's a point where a celebrity goes from a celebrity, regular celebrity, to an icon. Like people don't even look at this person as a people don't even look at that person as a person, you know. So it's like everything this person does, it gets looked at. Everything this person said, it's like, oh, we gotta nitpick everything they say. But it's like she didn't want to get to that point, but I feel like she's gotten to that point nowadays, and I feel like that's why she's starting to. I don't want to say lash. I'm gonna say lash. She's gotten to the point where she starts to lash out, but not lash out in the sense that I feel like what she's doing is unjustified. Like I feel like her lashing outness is justified, really, because it's like I might be a celebrity, but I'm not a celebrity. Like Chappell Roan is probably like the realest celebrity we have.
It's fucking rude.
Yes,
Imagine,
it's rude.
don't yell at me from your car window.
I know,
And
I get
at
that a
what
lot.
other
In the sense that she's saying what she has to say. She's not holding back her tongue in like the traditional celebrity sense. Like a celebrity was gonna be like so media trained, or a celebrity who's not gonna speak their mind, or celebrity's not gonna tell their fans like to leave me the fuck alone, basically. And that's what she's been doing, and that's why she's been getting hate. But can Chappell Roan really quit her career? Like at this point, can Chappell Roan quit? The rise and fall of the Midwest princess. Can Chappell Roan quit? No, she can't quit, unfortunately. And I'm not saying like she can't quit because like she's gotten to a height that she can't quit. Like, oh, she's not gonna quit. It's like contractually, can Chappell Roan quit as an artist? It's probably no. The recording process of an album, the marketing, the music videos, all this stuff has to get paid back to the label. And I feel like Chappell Roan is she's at the point where she's starting to get profit from being an artist, but she can't quit because it's like you just started making money back to your label, so you cannot quit because it's like contractually Chappell Roan is not going to be able just to quit because she's, you know, getting some social media hate. Like every celebrity gets social media hate, but it's like unfortunately, even though unfortunately she probably wants to like take a big step back, and I feel like she might take a big step back, she's not going to be able just to quit as she probably wants to do. Which, like she said, she wants to quit because it's like people will not leave her alone. People will not be normal, but we're not even there yet, so we're gonna get to that point. I'm gonna pull up Chappell's original TikTok so you can understand what I'm referencing, where she's saying like, yeah, we're gonna watch them right now.
I need you to answer questions. Just answer my questions for a second. If you saw a random woman on the street, would you yell at her from the car window? Would you harass her in public? Would you go up to a random lady and say, "Can I get a photo with you?" And she's like, "No, what the fuck?" And then you get mad at this random lady? Would you be offended if she says no to your time because she has her own time? Would you stalk her family? Would you follow her around? Would you try to dissect her life and bully her online? This is a lady you don't know. And she doesn't know you at all. Would you assume that she's a good person? Assume she's a bad person? Would you assume everything you read about her online is true? I'm a random bitch. You're a random bitch. Just think about that for a second.
We saw that clip, okay? Chappell saying, don't come up to her, don't talk to her, I'm just some random bitch. Okay, we heard that part. But I feel like this, if you just listen to this part, if you just listen to that first TikTok and you don't really know the context behind what she's really talking about, it's kind of like, okay, this is so harsh. Like, why are you just saying you don't want your friends to come talk to you? Like, don't talk to me in the street. Don't say hi to me. Don't ask me for a picture. Like, I feel like the average person who saw that TikTok was like, what the hell? Like, you just got famous. Why are you being such a B word? Why can't we take a picture of you on the street? Why can't we stalk your family? No, I'm just kidding. Like, it's true. Like, it is true that she doesn't owe somebody a picture. She doesn't owe somebody their conversation. But it's like, I feel like a lot of that stuff got mixed in with the actual stalking and her feeling not feeling safe. People saw that first part about her doesn't want to take pictures with her fans, don't want to talk to her fans, don't want to stop for her fans. I feel like people saw that and was like, oh, we gotta get our pitchforks ready and start bullying her online because she doesn't want to talk to her fans. And I think that's similar to a Doja Cat situation. Doja Cat obviously doesn't hate her fans because I think she obviously appreciates her fans, but she doesn't want her fans stalking her. She don't want her fans crossing that line, that parasocial line. Let's get to the second TikTok where she talks about it some more.
Abuse and harassment, stalking, whatever, is a normal thing to do to people who are famous or a little famous, whatever. I don't care that it's normal. I don't care that this crazy type of behavior comes along with the job, the career field I've chosen. That does not make it okay. That doesn't make it normal. It doesn't mean I want it. It doesn't mean that I like it. I don't want whatever the fuck you think you're supposed to be entitled to whenever you see a celebrity. I don't give a fuck if you think it's selfish of me to say no for a photo or for your time or for a hug. That's not normal. That's weird. It's weird how people think that.
Okay, the hug situation was so funny because like, who was asking her for a hug? Like, that's so funny to me. Like, who goes up to a celebrity and says, "Can I have a hug?" Like, no, you can't have a hug. No. And obviously, like, I think in this moment, obviously in this video, she's kind of like, she's getting her point across very forcefully. Like, she's saying like, I don't want this. Like, as a celebrity, she shouldn't have to be forced to these things. Like, obviously, as a person, she shouldn't be forced to these things. Like, you're not entitled to nobody's time as a person. Like, you can't expect somebody to want to talk to you or expect something from somebody. But the part that kind of I didn't really like as much is basically saying, would you say ask for some random person? Would you expect some random person to talk to you? She says I'm just some random bitch. But it's like, but are you though? Like, you're not just some random person. And I'm not even saying that like because we listen to her music or we watch an interview she did. Like, obviously she's still random to us because it's like we don't know her based off of her music or we don't know her based off of her interviews because it's like that's. And I think maybe in this moment, because she's been dealing with stalker situations, she's been dealing with situations that made her uncomfortable. I feel like she got to a point where she wanted to lash out with her thoughts, and I feel like maybe it wasn't communicated properly. Some people were saying that in the VMA red carpet clip, the photographer said like shut the F up, but apparently they weren't even talking to her. But she heard it and thought they were talking to her, basically. So she turned around, So we have somebody fixing her dress, obviously. They stopped taking pictures. He says, okay, you can see in the caption. But I think the photographer was talking to maybe the photographer. This was just like another weird situation, really. Like, in the moment, I thought it was like jarring because like, oh my gosh, like a celebrity telling the photographer to shut the F up, because sometimes the photographers do need to shut the F up. Like, if you ever seen a red carpet clip, the photographers are yelling at the artist like, this way, and they get really aggressive, and it's like, obviously some photographers need to be shut the effing up. I feel like she was also just on edge, really, because obviously she had her big performance. She was nominated for a couple awards, and it's like, obviously as a new artist, she's gonna be on edge. I feel like maybe she was just kind of anxious in the situation, and she felt like they were talking to her, so maybe she wanted to lash out on them a bit. I don't know. I support women's wrongs, okay? I support women's wrongdoings as much as I support the right doing. So, Chappell, if you feel like you was in the right, then I support. Chappell Roan says she will not endorse Kamala Harris, but she would vote for her. Okay. What's the problem with that, okay? I don't expect... This is the problem with today's society. We expect singers to be our political outposts. We expect singers. We select. Sorry, We expect singers, we expect actors, we expect celebrities to be like this thing, like this perfect being. We expect to look for them for all our opinions. We expect, like, what's going on? We can't. Who is looking for singers to endorse somebody to vote for just for you have to vote for them? This was also a thing with Taylor, like when Taylor Swift endorsed. I mean, before Taylor Swift even endorsed Kamala, people were like, "Oh, she needs to say something. She needs to do something. This celebrity needs to speak out against this injustice." Like, no, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. The political leaders need to be speaking out. Because even though the celebrities, they have people's eyes on them, they are not political figures. I'm not looking for the singer. I'm not looking to a singer for my political beliefs. And I feel like if you are, then maybe you need to find look up some articles and think for yourself if you have a problem. Okay, if you can't think for yourself, look up an article. Don't go to your favorite singer who makes an album that they probably didn't even write themselves. Like, you expect, like, you're looking to actors who read lines off of paper for your political ideas. You can't think for yourself. Oh no, I can't think for myself, so I need Chappell Roan and Taylor Swift to tell me what to think. She just want to endorse Kamala. She must be voting for Trump. She has to be voting for Trump because she says Kamala is not right all the time. The Democrats are not right, so she must be a Trump supporter. Oh. That's how we got to this conclusion. That's the conclusion we came to based off of her not wanting to endorse nobody. Okay, let's watch her first TikTok response. Basically, she addresses the initial. This is before the backlash. She addresses the initial outrage. Dumb people who are stupid. She addresses them, not me, because obviously I can think.
Thinking skills. Learn about what they're voting for, learn about who they're voting for, and ask questions. And it's being completely taken out of context, per usual. There is nuance to what I say in interviews. And I think it's important that people use critical thinking. I think it's important for me to question authority and question world leaders and question myself, question my algorithm, question if some person that tweeted something about someone else is even true. Actions speak louder than words, and actions speak louder than an endorsement. Here's the full quote that a lot of people are just not reading. I have so many issues with our government in every way, she says. There are so many things that I would want to change, so I don't feel pressured to endorse someone. There's problems on both sides, and I encourage people to use your critical thinking skills. Use your vote. Vote small. Vote for what's going on in your city. The change she wants to see in the U.S. is this election year, she says, instantly is trans rights. They cannot have cis people making decisions for trans people, period. So, hear it from my mouth, if you're still wondering. No, I'm not voting for Trump. And yes, I will always question those in power and those making decisions over other people.
And then that part, I'm sorry you fell for the clickbait. It wasn't even clickbait. I think what she said was very easy to understand. She's not going to endorse somebody when she has problems with how they're doing stuff. She's not going to vote for somebody just because she's not going to endorse somebody because she's against one person. It's like, that's so easy to understand. It's like, obviously, just because I'm not endorsing Kamala doesn't mean I'm voting for Trump. Like, if anything, I feel like if anything, that should have just showed that she has a bigger way of thinking. It's not just everything's not just one-sided. Everything is nuanced in that sense. Like, I'm not just gonna endorse her to be against Tim. I have to know that she has my same opinions and my same thought process going on. Okay? And I want Chappell to stop responding to everything. Because I feel like at some point as an artist, it feels you do have to remove yourself from all the talk. Because it's like, all the talking, they're purposely trying to misunderstand you at this point. I feel like at this point, you have to just leave stuff as it is. She said she's not voting for Trump. She's not voting for Trump. I don't have to endorse her, okay? If I was Chappell, I would have been like, I'm a singer, okay? I'm a singer. I write my songs. I perform. That's it. That's really what all you should really be expecting from her. But I feel like people just want like they want everything from everybody, but not everything from the right people. Does that make sense? Like they want so much from her, but what about the person you're voting for? What about the person you're voting for? Do you want so much for them? Why are you? Okay, let's back to our second TikTok. The second TikTok where she reacts to the backlash from the first video, even though she clarified everything already.
Just woke up, and to like people just skewing it even more. Endorsing and voting are completely different.
Right. We know that.
I don't agree with a lot of what is going on with like policies. Like,
and I think a reason why I want to play her TikToks in my videos because I really want you to see her words and how she's saying stuff. My retainer driving me crazy, and how she's saying stuff. Because obviously I can interpret her words, but that's just more misinterpretation going on. So her words are really the words that you should be hearing. Okay.
obviously, fuck the policies of the right, but also fuck some of the policies on the left.
Real.
That's why I can't endorse. That's why I can't, like, put my entire name and my entire project behind one. Because there is no way I can stand behind some of the left's completely transphobic and completely genocidal views.
That is so true. I'm not sure that the trans policies about what the Democrats are trying to do there, but Kamala has made it clear that she's not pro genocide, but she's not anti genocide. In the sense that she always says she wants Israel to be able to protect and stand for themselves, but it's like, what are they standing against? Like, they're killing people. They're killing the innocent people of Gaza. And they're protecting themselves. That's protecting themselves, bombing people, bombing the children. Huh. And I wish I did know more about the trans stuff that she was talking about, but I'm not sure, like, what exactly she's referring to in this situation. But I'm trying to take her word as why she's not doing that, obviously. Like, my opinion on that is it's not different, but I'm just not sure what's like the views that's making her not endorse.
So yeah, there are huge problems on both. You know what is right and wrong, and so do I. Fuck Trump for fucking real, but fuck some of the shit that has gone down in the Democratic Party that has failed people like me and you.
Exactly.
And more so, Palestine.
Exactly.
And more so, every marginalized community in the world.
Exactly, because even though people are Democrats, they're really just more moderate conservatives. Like, I feel like even Joe Biden, obviously he ran as a Democrat, he got elected as a Democrat, but Joe Biden's like 80 years old. If you go back 30, 40, 50 years ago, he was probably a full-blown conservative. But it was like nowadays, he's adjusted to a point where he's more conservative. I mean, not conservative, I'm sorry. He's more moderately leaning. He's more in the middle, more towards the Democrat. So he ran Democrat. But it's like, deep down, you have conservative thoughts also. So it's not like we can just easily F one side, when in reality, both sides are wavering. Both sides are leaning. Both sides are mixing together with their thoughts.
So no, I'm not gonna settle for what the options that are in front of me.
Okay, in this sense, I do disagree because it's like we do have to settle, unfortunately. This is what it was in 2020. We have to settle for Joe Biden. And even though Joe Biden's not perfect, he's not the worst of the two. And I feel like in this situation, it's similar-ish. I don't think Kamala's like as bad as Joe was. I think Joe Biden, he definitely had history of, not great things, but I feel like it's still like the worst of two. Like, we unfortunately do have to pick between the two again because, that's what it is.
And you're not gonna make me feel bad for that. So, yeah, I'm voting for fucking Kamala.
Kamala. I'm voting for Kamala Harris.
But I'm not settling for what has been offered because that's questionable. It's questionable that our actions of our government, the actions of the internet, the actions of you and me. If this is what you are not understanding, you know what? Endorsing someone, if someone is publicly endorsing a political figure, that doesn't even mean that they're gonna fucking vote for them.
True.
Because as I said in my other video, actions speak louder than words.
That is true, because these celebrities could easily be saying they're going to vote for somebody. It's like, you would think as a celebrity with a big platform, it's like, if you say you're endorsing somebody, then that means you're going to do it. But it's like, no, I'm only saying this because I want to gain favor with my audience. Like, obviously, let's use Taylor Swift let's use Taylor Swift as an example. Taylor Swift obviously publicly endorsed Kamala, but this was later on, more recently. But let's say she just voted for Trump, because it's like, whatever, like, people might think I'm voting for Kamala, but I got to keep up this public perception. And obviously she did get backlash from the situation, but it was like, whatever, like, you know, endorsement is not a vote.
And I'm not gonna let this narrative of like me not playing both sides. No. This is not me playing both sides. This is me questioning both sides because this is what we have in front of us. So if you look at my statement and you're still like, she's just playing both sides, like she doesn't want to, no, you're not getting it. I'm critiquing both sides because they're both so fucked up. Voting is all we have right now in the system. And so I encourage it, yet again, vote for who in your mind is the best option for what we have right now.
Okay, I think that's going to be the end of the reacting to the TikToks portion, because obviously I'm making this video as a Chappell Roan supporter and fan. Like, obviously I love her music, I love her, I think she's bringing something really fresh to the music industry, but I just wanted to point out, I just wanted to make this video to really highlight a lot of her points and highlight a lot of, you know, what she's saying is true. Like, we do have to look at both sides, but I don't want this whole video just to be about political stuff, because I feel like I'm not endorsing anybody either. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding, but it's like I'm sort of kidding, because obviously, like, my little 2,000 subscriber YouTube channel is not going to do much, but I definitely agree with her what she was saying. You need to look into what everybody's saying, look into both sides, look into all the policies. Okay? But really, what's going on with Chappell Roan is she is a new artist in the sense that she's a new artist in the sense that she's risen to popularity in the past year, and I feel like she's just struggling with that. Obviously, she's struggling with people wanting too much from her. She's struggling with how hard she's been working because she's been on tour. She opened for Olivia Rodrigo in the beginning of the year. She's been touring separately. She's been doing music festivals, award show performances. Obviously, she's being overworked to a point. Obviously, she's receiving so much backlash from the internet. I feel like the problem is that right now she's just being too overstimulated with all the opinions and everything. And I feel like maybe she just needs to take a break from social media, really. Like, I don't even, as much as I do like these videos, I like how she's, you know, speaking her mind, really. I like how she's speaking her mind as a celebrity, because celebrities don't really do stuff like this, especially older celebrities, because they feel like they need to be so PC and so PR'd out. Like, everything has to be ran through so many people. But I feel like she really just speaks her mind, and I love that. I did forget what I even started that sentence with. Yeah, so basically, Chappell Roan, I love you non-parasocially. Okay? I love you non-parasocially. I love that you speak your mind, and I love that, you know, you're not letting the celebrity stuff make you a different person. And that's why I made this video, really. I do hope you guys made it to the end or liked this video at all. Like, once again, like, I feel like my videos are not to be so scripted out and so perfect. Like, my thoughts are really all over the place a lot, and I did write more stuff down as opposed to my last video where I was just talking for like 10 minutes straight. This was a little bit more organized, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and yeah, I'm gonna try to do another video coming soon. Thank you. Thank you. That's all in my auditions. Okay, I'm not gonna end like that. Thank you for watching to the end. If you did watch to the end. Okay. Thank you.